We love hip hop.
DUVY is converting to Islam, or he has converted to Islam.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. No, salute to DUVY. And this also Tory Lanez was denied bail. For his he was denied whatchamacallit, his appeal.
His
My
appeal.
bad.
Yeah. I seen that.
Yeah.
I seen that.
The thing is, just circling back to DUVY quick fast, right? With him finding Islam, I seen this on one of the blog pages, right? You know, a lot of people when they go to prison, they find religion, myself included.
Yeah.
When I was in Penn, I was going to church over there.
Nothing wrong with that.
Right? Question for the room. Why do you think that that's the thing?
Because that's when most men find him. Find God, find source. That's, knowledge of self. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people go in there as a boy. Right? And come out a man. So some people have to go through those trials and tribulations in order to understand and how to be a man. Some don't. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So it's just like you were supposed to already have the source rolling with you from then. So if you have lost them from what you've gained from when you were a baby to the times you ended up in those situations, it's because you lost knowledge of self, source.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of men go and find it again. Because maybe they when you retrack, you're like, shit, if I had source in my life, took source real seriously, I would have seen the signs and I wouldn't have been here. So they don't ever want to be there again. Correct? You don't want to be there again. So you found source, which is God.
Yeah.
And you go strong with that. And that must keep you out of there when you leave there. And if you continue to deal with source and God, then I believe you are a changed man and you've done what you had to do so you know what I mean? Your sins or your crime has been forgiven.
I think a lot of the time we don't in the outside world per se, right? We don't take solitude for granted, right? And when you're put into that, you have a lot of time to think about like it's just you and your thoughts,
your four walls.
Yeah.
Your thoughts, your beliefs, you know? So there's a lot of like becoming self-aware and teaching yourself about who you are and what it is, how you
knowledge
think.
of self.
Yeah, exactly. So that hand in hand with being that solitude, you know, being in that or forced in that where you have to be by yourself. So
you got to be with your own thoughts.
Yeah. But it's still barbaric, you know, how to cage us up and think sometimes that's the only way to learn. Now that's Slavic, you know, that's a slavery mentality. You know what I mean?
Well, listen, man, that's a whole other thing too, because some people might believe differently. Like you make mistakes out here, or you break the law, you got to pay some kind of penalty. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But as far as like from my experience from when I was behind bars and I got heavy into the church and stuff, like you really be wanting to get out, fam. Like,
I know.
You really start, and like, but you were saying both of y'all made some great points. Like you're in there, you got that solitude. You start like, really reflecting on your decisions that you made when you were on the road. A lot of the times when you're on the road, things are moving super fast. For most of the times, the reason that you got in there in the first place, that you're out there living the fast life. Yeah. And like, you're like, if I was thinking this way on road, maybe I would have, stayed out of it.
Yeah.
The problem is I haven't gone to church. The only time, to be honest, and this is bad, the only time I be seeing churches is for funerals, bro.
Yeah, and they say you shouldn't be going to too many of those neither. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
but you have to.
Right?
I know.
But like, I should be going to church just to go to church. But that stopped, let's say maybe 3 months after I came home.
But that doesn't mean you're not intact with source or in touch with your God, right? No. You don't have to now go to a man-made place, bro. Yeah. Let's just be real. It's within you. That's why I say it's knowledge of self and being in touch with source, dog. You know what I'm saying?
But I just feel like when you have all of those different things against you and you're using prayer also, because you also have to like look like, damn, God, if I, you start really getting into your spiritual side where you're like, God, if you can flip this thing around for me right now.
Yeah.
Like, I will always respect you when I get back on road too.
But he knows, but Source knows if you're telling the truth or
You know what I'm
not.
saying? Like, it gets deep, fam. Like, and I'm not saying this in any of these gentlemen's circumstances of why did it, you know, of DUVY or any artist or any person who's in jail might make their decisions. That could be a complete different thing. But I know for like myself and for a lot of people, you really start to get to like, oh God, if you get me out, man. I will always, every day will tap in with you.
But you're supposed to.
You're supposed to, but then you get back on road and then you start realizing that the only time you're talking to God again is when you're in a sticky situation.
See, that's why. And you lost track of him. He lost track of you too. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. When you're on road, that's when you're supposed to have prayers
tap
up.
in more.
You're supposed to be on it. I'm on it as soon as my 2 feet land. When I get out of my bed, I thank him.
Yeah.
My eyes open, I thank him. You know what I mean? Because I get to see this next day. So it's like, my dude, that's why it's like when I am in maybe a little situation and I start hollering at him, I'm already hollering at him.
You're like, now you need me, nigga?
All right. All right. Make you wait a little bit over there.
Yeah.
Make you wait a little bit. You sit down over there, little boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now,
feel something for a little bit before I let you out.
Yeah, I have to hear you again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how Source moves. So at the end of the day, like it's better that you keep intact with him from the jump. So it's like if you were going into jail anyways, you're already going in jail as a Muslim. You know what I mean? Why does it take jail to make you become a Muslim? Why couldn't you just have been a Muslim from the time you drop? Right?
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Life be moving fast.
Exactly. So that sometimes you need to slow down. You need
Dirk
it.
did it now. Look at Dirk here. Salute to Lil Durk.
You got the whole hood praying.
Yeah. Because
they need it.
He's got a lot of negative energy around him. A lot of people have passed around him. You know what I'm saying? Including King Von and all these different people that were very close to him.
Yeah.
And he's probably like, you know what? Let me tap in now, like you were just saying, before it's too late.
Yeah.
No, straight up.
Yeah.
No, man, I just wanted to bring that up, man. Like, salute to everybody who's finding their faith.
Yeah, beautiful thing.
You know what I mean?
Beautiful.
Connecting to source, to a higher power.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever you call God or however you want to find God.
Yeah.
Do that. You know
Do
what I'm
that.
saying?
Because in these times, you need him.
Oh,
you
for
need
sure.
Source.
Sure.
Know yourself.
Yeah, man. We cooking today, fam. I like this, man. We got a nice little positive, cerebral vibe today, fam. Holy.
We love hip hop.